Okay, it's saying we are live, guys. Now, let me pop on here on my phone just to make sure that we are streaming. There we are.
Hey.
Everybody.
Hey, Facebook land.
What up?
Okay. There we go. I got us set here. Got some people popping on, so I'll be watching for questions as we go. But yeah, to get us kicked off, we have a group three amazingly fit real estate agents here in our Southern Indiana, Louisville area. We have the one and only Mario Johnson, Ward Realty. I think he's out showing houses as we speak.
Yeah.
We have Carly Brown from Schuler Bauer Real Estate Services, currently sitting in her home gym. And we have Matthew Henniger here with Remax First, who, if you haven't seen his videos on Facebook, he is the fittest realtor. And I'm pretty sure he's done ninja moves and jumped over cars without any help. So we got a pretty cool group right here to talk about the importance of being fit, what it does for them. So so to just kick it off, since we all are real estate agents, want to do real estate question. Carly, you're at the top, so I'll start with you, then go to Matthew, then to Mario. Real estate question, what is the one thing you love about what you do?
I love what I do because it allows me the opportunity to connect to other people through real estate, so buying and selling. I have some really awesome, unique opportunities to just be involved in my community. And so any opportunity that I can get out there to do real estate and just be a people person, that's kind of just what definitely helps me enjoy my job even more.
Awesome, awesome. On to Matthew.
What was the question again? What do I enjoy about my job?
One thing you love about real estate, what you do, yeah.
I like helping people change their quality of life, right? We're representing people in the biggest financial, emotional, and mental transaction that they will have ever had and probably will ever have until the next time they do it. And I like being the main integral part of that transaction. You're making people's lives better, or you should be, right? And it's extremely gratifying to help them through that. When you sit at the closing table and they're like breaking out in tears because you have just helped them obtain their dream home. I mean, there is not a better feeling that I have experienced with any other career up until this point. And I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to do that.
I love that. I love that. Mario, how about you, sir?
I just love helping people achieve their dreams and their goals, the same as Matt, just walking them down that process and being there every step to guide them. It's just, I love it. And then the fact of just working and meeting so many people. So.
Yeah. Perfect answers. Perfect. And for anyone who's watching right now, throughout this whole thing, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in. I will be watching for them and I can ask them as we go. So yeah, so today's topic is about staying fit. And obviously we are in an industry that is very demanding of your time. And somehow the three of you are able to stay in peak condition physically. So let's start with Mario. I got him laughing, so we're going to start with Mario. I love making him laugh. So in this industry of real estate, how do you find the time to work out and take care of yourself?
I think the thing for me is I don't have kids, so that I do have that opening that at the end of the day of real estate, selling homes, I can go to the gym and work out. So I've always been into fitness, so it's just one thing that, like, the main discipline thing that I love to keep going in my life. I don't know. So I just always make time at the end of the day or early in the morning. Just it's what I do for peace of mind and a stress reliever. So I always make time for that.
Definitely. Hey, Matthew, what are your thoughts on how do you make the time? Do you do time blocking, or you kind of just, morning, evening, whenever you can get it in, you go for it?
So the way that my life kind of runs, I have to be flexible, right? I have to be fluid because I never really know what I'm doing till the day of. I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but it always changes. So the main thing for me is I just make it a priority, right? I prioritize that time slot throughout the day. And like I was in the gym at 7:30 this morning because that's when the time allowed me to, but I wasn't in the gym till 7:30 last night because that's when the time allowed me to. But as long as I am consistent and I make it a priority, that I always find time to get in there, right? So I try not to let my my business run me. I try to run my business. So
Perfect. That's a great way to do it. So we got Carly. Not only are you real estate agent and wife, you're a mother of three. So
They're big babies, yes.
how in the world do you do it?
Well, I, like what they were saying, it's a big priority for me. It's something that I've always really enjoyed. Fitness, being healthy, working out. It makes me much more productive during the day. What works for me is I time block my day. Sometimes things change, so I have to be a little bit flexible. But I kind of build it into my schedule. I kind of have the time frame that I like to stay within. But sometimes, I have to push it up or push it back, and that's okay. But the main thing is to be consistent. Being consistent just builds that routine. And then once it becomes an everyday routine or a weekly thing, it makes it that much more easier to stick with. And of course there's going to be those days where it just doesn't happen. You have, priorities, and obviously, my kids and my family come first. My clients are definitely high on my priority. But my fitness is pretty still up there. So somehow I do make it work. And a lot of times if I don't have a whole hour to commit to getting a workout in, anything is better than nothing. So sometimes it's just going for a walk with the family at the end of the day, trying to get those steps in. I'm on my feet a lot, so that really helps. But I just try and, if my kids are much more demanding of my time, I try and include them. So it's not always, what we would think of, going to the gym. A lot of times it can just be something as simple as, playing with the kids.
You can do like deadlifts with your children as well, too.
Sometimes I'm, using the baby to, doing some squats with the baby.
Yeah, I actually did that, so that's why it was a way to calm them down while they were crying as babies.
They're like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
So you brought up a interesting point about time. So we'll go back to Matthew. In a day when you're working out, do you have a set amount of time you work out? Carly mentioned an hour. Didn't know if what your thoughts were on how often you work out.
So I've been in the gym since I was 15 years old, right? I was an athlete in high school. And for what I have to do, I could typically be in within an hour, right? Try to be efficient because I only have X amount of time to get that done. And you can go to the gym and you can sit around and talk to your friends or do whatever. You could be there for 2+ hours, right? Or you can go to the gym, you can put the earphones in and just do the thing, get in there, get out. And I try to keep it within an hour because I am busy. So
I hear you. Mario, how long, when you go to the gym, usually how long do you stay there to get through your routine?
I am in the gym for 2 hours. Sometimes I can push it to an hour and 30 minutes, but that's because I do cardio every day and I also do abs every day. And then I'll do my normal exercises. So I warm up with cardio and I cool down with abs. So I'm in there a little longer than the average person.
A man
And
who
it does help
That's
having a
bad.
significant other that's into the same thing. So yeah.
Love that. I love that. Yeah. So that's how you have those abs every single day.
Yeah.
I'll have to make note of that.
Abs are my favorite. So yeah.
I like it. I like it. So we'll stay with you, Mario. You know, you said abs your favorite. Is that, you know, what's some of your favorite workouts to do while you're in the gym?
I would say crunches are key, and ab wheel and leg raises are some very essential ab workouts that I do on a day-to-day basis. Those are the three main ab workouts that I like for lower abs, and the ab wheel for core, just completely, and crunches.
Nice, nice. Matthew, what are, you know, I know before we hopped on, you mentioned a few things that you did in the gym. So what are some of your favorite workouts to do?
Chest is the best.
Enough said.
Yeah. No, I like compound lifts. I like bench, squats, deadlifts, but I try not to max out my deadlifts anymore because it's became more of a detriment than anything. But definitely bench and squats.
Miss Carly, what about you up there?
All right, so I would say that I really enjoy CrossFit. That's kind of been my wheelhouse for, I don't know, the last 7 years. I've been pretty competitive in the past, doing CrossFit competitions. I haven't been doing those lately. I've kind of retired from that, but I definitely enjoy the weight training. So, you know, anything from, you know, powerlifting movements to weightlifting movements to gymnastics. So anything that's body weight. I love like handstands. I love pull-ups. I like anything that I can really show off, like just those gymnastics movements. I don't love cardio. You're not going to find me out running any 5Ks or anything, but I don't mind doing some sprint work. But yeah, I'm more the muscle in the house.
So since you're in your gym right now, you're gonna like move your camera over and start doing pull-ups while I go to Matthew next for the next question.
Don't tempt me. It's tempting.
So Matthew, you know, with staying in, you know, great shape, you know, diet is usually a big factor in people's bodies. So do you see any sort of structured diet plan, or is it just, you know, eat as healthy as possible and have a few what people call cheat days?
Well, for me, it's really just about being mindful about what I put into my body. Um, I've been busy, like I'm busy, so it's difficult for me to sit down and like meal prep. Like maybe I could take the time, but I just don't. So I'm just mindful about what I eat. Um, that's about, you know, just be mindful.
Yeah, because it's real easy to, you know, be driving down the road between showings, between appointments, and be like, oh, there's Wendy's.
Well, there's days I don't even eat till, you know, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and it's probably not very good for you, but it's just the reality of the situation. So,
Yeah. Gotcha. Mario, what about you, sir?
I actually just got into dieting, and I just learned about it within the last couple years. So I do meal prep, but I don't have a set cheat day or anything like that. If I have cheat meals or I eat outside my diet, I'm just not too hard on myself. I just watch my portions. So just don't overeat and stay in control of your portions. You don't have to eat diet food 7 days a week. You can eat outside of your diet, and don't be hard on yourself. Just try to control what you eat and how much you eat.
I like that. Hey, Carly, what about you?
You know, what works best, because I mean, you know, I'm busy with, you know, work, family life. I mean, meal prepping, planning, that definitely are big keys to success. I know that when I meal prep, I'm more likely to stick to eating better when I don't plan anything at all and I've got nothing in the fridge, then that's when I'm in survival mode. And sometimes, as a family, we'll grab this or grab that. So I definitely am a big fan of meal prepping for the week. It doesn't always happen. And I've, over the years, I've learned how to make it super simple. But really, I think the key is, just being aware of food labels and how to read those and what certain things mean. Trying to, when you do go to the grocery store, making sure that you're getting enough fruits, vegetables, and healthier options. So then that way you're less likely when you're home and you don't know what to do, you kind of can turn to those items versus something that might be highly processed in a box. So I just really try my best to be prepared. So then that way I'm less likely to, eat something that that I know isn't as healthy.
Yeah, so we do have a question from Michelle Hatfield. So she says, so Oreos every night are a bad idea?
Definitely a bad idea.
I can't just eat one Oreo. So if I eat one Oreo, I'm gonna eat the whole thing. So yeah.
That counts as your cheat day.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't, and to talk about a cheat, day, I think of it more as a cheat meal. So I'll do a cheat meal, but like maybe not necessarily a cheat day. And if I do a cheat meal, I try and make it on a day that I'm working out. So then I'm like, I don't feel quite as bad about myself. So one meal, that's fine. The next meal, just do better.
Yeah, try not to dedicate a whole day to cheating.
Well, why not? That just sounds so much more enjoyable than just one meal.
You're gonna have to do so much work to work that off. So I did find a good cheat for meal prepping. There's a lot of restaurants that you can order kid-sized meal, and it's like a 6-ounce steak or 6-ounce salmon, and then you get a side, and that's a good way. And it's only like $6-7, so it's a good alternative to meal prepping that you can order from Red Lobsters or Texas Roadhouse or different places like that. And you can order chicken meals and salmon meals and different things.
I like that. Good tip. Good tip. So at the beginning of this, Matthew hit on something that I was like, oh, that leads into one of my questions, but I can't go there yet. The suspense. So he gets to start with this. So with working out, staying in top physical condition, that does, great things for your mindset as well. So in the industry that we're in, you're helping people with the biggest financial decision in their lives for the most part, and it's very emotional. So Matthew, how does staying in your best physical condition help you stay in your best mental condition?
Well, honestly, me going to the gym is more mental than anything, right? So 90% of this job it's a mental game, and it's taxing and it wears on you. So the gym for me is a place where I can go and just step out. Now, I'm still working, I'm still answering calls or whatever, but it's the time that I take for myself to get myself right. Because if I'm not good up here, then I'm not going to be good for anybody, right? So it's prioritizing myself and my self-talk and what goes on up here in the rat race. And that's just one of the main tools that I use to mitigate all the craziness. So
I love that. It definitely does help. And I know, during this pandemic, I've been able to work out a lot more than I used to. And I could feel a difference even after that first 30 days. Like it was almost life-changing.
I will say this. So it like increases endorphins. I mean, there's obviously a physical response, but when you look better, you feel better, right? And it, for me, gives me more confidence. And that's a big aspect of this job as well, is confidence. So, and I've attached my branding to it. And the reason that I did that is to motivate myself to continue to stay in the gym. So
Love that. Love that. Mario, I guess same question to you. How does, working out help your mindset?
I do think it is a domino effect. So you build confidence with the way you look in the gym, and it helps you mentally through. You have confidence in real estate, you have confidence in other activities in life and things like that. So once you start taking care of yourself and your mental and physical, then I do think it affects other areas in your life. So it'll start seeing the effects when you're encountering clients. You'll start seeing the effects when you're hanging out with friends. You'll see the effects at work. So it's, yeah.
Perfect. Well, I guess we have to end with, the best looking one out of all of us. So Carly, how does it help your mindset?
Yeah, I mean, working out, taking the time for myself just to mentally clear my head. So I know, we all have those stressful transactions oftentimes, and honestly, sometimes just stepping away. There's been times where I've been at the office or I'm in the middle of something and I just need to, stop, walk away, go to the gym, work out. This job, there's a lot of emotions. We get really involved with our clients. Our clients, really depend on us, to look for the best advice. So sometimes, just going to the gym for a workout helps us mentally prepare so that we can go back to, whether it's our clients or another situation, or it's our families. We're just able to, I'm able to be better, a better realtor, better mom, a better wife all around, because I'm able to go to get a workout in and get back into the grind.
Perfect. So I've got one last question. It also came in from, it's kind of a two-part question, I guess. So Ashley asked, how long before working out can become a habit? So, my question was going to be, and we can start with Mario, um, you know, if there's someone who is either struggling to start working out or someone who's struggling to maintain that habit, what piece of advice would you give them to, make sure that they can get their mind right and, kind of stick with, working out?
I would say the main thing is don't be so hard on yourself. Take it easy. If you come in and you overdo it, you injure yourself or you get too sore, you're gonna get discouraged about going to the gym and you're not gonna do it. So I would say just ease your way into it. Start off maybe going 2 days a week and just taking a walk. And then you can slowly increase over time.
That's good advice. Matthew, well, what about you?
Well, as far as beginning the process, the hardest part of any journey is to start, right? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Just start. As far as the habits, I think it's 21 days to develop a habit. But the main thing is just going. Consistency. You can transform your body in 3 months. Like, anybody can do that, right? It's going whenever you don't want to. Really, it's discipline, and it's learned, and it's conditioned. So my suggestion is just start, right?
Perfect. Carly, what would you say your advice would be to someone who's looking to work out, better themselves, or even just struggling to maintain what they're currently doing?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you don't have to make a lot of changes at once to get results. Sometimes just starting small. A lot of people think that, oh my gosh, I have to do this. Well, make small goals. Like, yes, you're going to have a large goal. Say you want to look a certain way or lose X amount of pounds. The big key is just to start small, and that might be setting your schedule. Okay, I'm going to work out these days at this time. That's your weekly, goal. you know, and setting out your clothes the night before. So if you're going to go to the gym in the morning, a lot of times just setting yourself up for that success, laying your clothes out, you know, on your calendar, just being able to put a little check mark on today's date saying, hey, I did something, you know, those little tiny goals. You know, so being consistent, that's what builds your habit. So consistency over a long period of time is going to create those healthy habits. So, you know, start small, hit those little goals, and then, you know, once you get into a good habit of being able to be consistent there, you know, add another small goal on top of that. You know, and so at the end of the day, it's really just the small things that help make us healthier in the long run.
That's great. Well, thank you to all three of you for hopping on here. And, you know, I know, like you said, all of you have very busy schedules, especially in the real estate market that we are in right now. So, you know, if anyone out there is listening, got three great realtors right here, all of them extremely fit and mentally prepared to help you with your real estate goals. We've got Mario Johnson from Ward Realty, Matthew Henniger from Remax First. Mario flexing, so Matthew's gonna have to flex. Let's see it. Oh, he's got
Can't see it
guns.
through there. Yeah, boy.
And then we got Carly Grown. Let's see some Carly Grown mom guns. I love it, you three.
Can't see it through my shirt.
It is realtor title, Matt.
You coming for it?
Yeah, I'm coming for that title.
Hey,
I mean,
Come on.
we can always do a follow-up competition.
Let's do it.
let's do it. There can be only one.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram says I'm the fittest, so I'll go with
Yeah.
that.
And it got to be true because it's on Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's right. No, Mario is in excellent shape. He's in better shape than I am.
We'll do a video together, Matt. We'll do a video together.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, another fit guy is Tanner Parks. He's
Yeah. Shout out to Tanner.
Yep. Shout out Tanner.
Well, I'll challenge you both any day. So
You got it. I love it.
Cool. Yeah, thank you all again. Really appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, it sounds like we got a little competition on our hands coming up in maybe July or August.
you
All
My back's starting to hurt. I don't know if I can make it.
I'll take it easy on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, y'all take it easy and go help some people buy and sell some houses.
All righty. It was a pleasure, guys.
Thank you, Kurt.
Thank
Have
you.
a
I
great day.
appreciate the opportunity.